In a world filled with mystery and speculation, one question lingers in the minds of many: could Donald Trump be the Antichrist? The controversial nature of his presidency has fueled suspicions, but how much truth lies beneath the surface? Some claim that his charismatic persona and ability to captivate the masses align with biblical descriptions of the Antichrist. The Book of Revelation warns of a powerful leader who seeks to deceive and control the world. Supporters argue that his bold policies and unwavering determination portray him as a strong global leader, rather than the Antichrist. Yet, conspiracy theories swirl, linking symbols and gestures to ominous prophecies. According to Donald Trump, "I am the chosen one." As he spoke, he raised his gaze to the sky, according to CNBC, suggesting that he genuinely feels that God has chosen him to prevail in the trade spat with China, which he also initiated. Two specially cursed tweets from the president, released just before he spoke with reporters, lend credence to this theory. He cited comments made by conservative pundit Wayne Allen Root in them, who has given Trump an admirable but worrisome moniker. President Trump is the greatest president for Jews and for Israel in the history of the world, not just America. He is the best president for Israel in the history of the world. And the Jewish people in Israel love him, the tweet said, thanking Wayne Allen Root for his kind words. Is Trump the Antichrist then? See, anything is conceivable. I'll share with you something my father told me once. Like a roaring lion, Satan prowls the world, looking for prey to devour. The idea is that Satan is crafty and that his efforts are everywhere. It's possible that Trump is his agent, in which case he is at least the Antichrist. However, the eschatology that is widely accepted by conservative evangelicals maintains that Armageddon will be brought about by a single Antichrist. Though this interpretation is not common, biblical literalists of a specific kind have long conjectured that a president would be the perfect Antichrist. The Romanian Antichrist in the Left Behind television series, which terrified Christian youth groups in the late 1990s and early 2000s, was created through genetic experimentation by a satanic sect. Serious students of Revelations are aware that the Antichrist is not a surprise. Signs are present. Now let's review the checklist. The rapture. I have no desire to engage in discussions about eschatology. I would rather forget they were even here. I shall thus just state that a large number of evangelicals, certainly not all, believe that God will deliver them into heaven prior to the Antichrist's rise to power and the start of the tribulation. According to the scripture, Christians would disappear, like a thief in the night, taking with them their apostate relatives and their clothing. Thus, God spares them the exciting horrors of the Antichrist, allowing them to enjoy the spectacle from above while basking in heavenly splendor. The Antichrist is a charismatic, attractive, and widely popular diplomat. Diplomatically, the Antichrist is. For him to execute his evil plans, he must bring all the nations of the world together. Without popular support, desecration of the Third Temple cannot be carried out. Such kind of action would otherwise spark a conflict. Since the Antichrist must establish a new global system, charisma and intelligence are considered necessary. The pastor of the Erie Shadow Mountain Community Church and a member of Trump's Evangelical Advisory Group, David Jeremiah, stated on his blog that the masses will find him virtually irresistible due to his magnetic personality, speaking ability, and extreme good looks. I won't talk about how attractive Trump is. I would concede, though, that Trump have a certain charisma. He is a paid performer, and because he ran for office, some people are obviously swayed by his words. Trump has a large in popularity both domestically and outside. Regarding his intelligence, what can we say? Everything is supposed to get a lot more chaotic. The world is falling apart. However, those who interpret the Book of Revelation literally have a tendency to think that things will get much worse before the Antichrist appears and offers stability. Natural catastrophes, diseases, and conflict are all inevitable. The world is not necessarily more violent than it has ever been, even though climate change has a role in natural disasters. Trump, on the other hand, completely dismisses climate change while beating the war drums with Iran. Christians are supposed to be persecuted for Christians. The period prior to the Antichrist's reign is not favorable. Governments throughout the world will persecute Christians, and the church's influence will progressively decline. While there are some countries where Christians are oppressed, neither the United States nor most of the rest of the globe experience this. Trump may not be the most pious person, but he has surrounded himself with unquestionably virtuous individuals. With one noteworthy exception, we imprison many Christians in filthy conditions at the border for reasons unrelated to their faith. It is an excellent moment to be a Christian in the United States. Alright, but what if Trump is, in fact, the little horn, the great beast, and the son of perdition? It's still possible to convert. Alternatively, you may choose the more thrilling path and decline because you are curious about what the tribulation will be like. You wouldn't be at fault. There will be blood rivers, plagues, and locusts. The whore of Babylon and the 4 horsemen will both be present. Many more individuals will be beheaded by the Antichrist. When wormwood falls into the sea, 1/3 of the water will become bitter. It's important to remember that throughout history, many leaders have been accused of being the Antichrist. The truth remains shrouded in uncertainty. So, is Donald Trump the Antichrist? That question may forever elude us. We invite you to explore the evidence and form your own conclusion.